So, 9th standard. Today our subject is English grammar.
मैसेज आया था सर.
Today our subject is English grammar and topic is clauses. In last two videos, we had learned two of the clauses, noun clause and adjective clauses and their kinds. And we got an idea about the clauses also, how clauses are made and what are the clauses are part of. Which sentence? Complex sentence, you know very well. Now, we are going to see the kinds of adverb clause now in this third part. And there are also kinds. So we have to deal with them one by one. First of all, I am going to take adverb clause of place. So here it is written. What is written? It is introduced by where and wherever. This clause, in fact, for your convenience, you can identify it very easily by these words which I am giving you. Right? Where or wherever. Whenever you find these words in the sentence, it is a clause of adverb clause of place. I am going to give you an example to make the idea more clear. He went. Where he belonged. You can see clearly in this clause, in this sentence. Where you find where? From here. So from whenever the clause starts with these words I already gave you in the beginning, from there the clause begins. So it is a subordinate clause, SC, and another name is adverb clause of place. Of place. In your answer, you can write that down. This adverb clause of place modify the verb went here in the main clause because this part is main clause. I am circling this. We can say the short form is MC. Okay, main clause. So look at now we have just divided this sentence into two parts: main clause and subordinate clause. And the name of the subordinate clause is adverb clause of place because it begins with where, and where denotes place. Another sentence I am going to give you of this kind. I think two examples will be enough because we have to deal with more kinds of this clause. Example: the dog followed her. Wherever she went. Wherever she went. In this sentence also it is clear idea we got. The clause begins from here wherever. Right? Wherever she went. So this is SC. Means subordinate clause. And the name of the clause is adverb clause of place. Because wherever this word particularly denotes place. And this one we am going to circle. It's a principal clause or main clause. Correct? So that way. The second kind I am going to deal with, that is adverb clause of time. Number 2. Adverb clause of time. In this kind of verb, adverb, what we get? The time. and it is introduced, this type of clause introduced by the adverbs. These words are called the adverbs, single words. And which are those? Since, when, as, etc. Look, these are the words through which you can identify the clause, the adverb clause of time. Because these words, no, adverbs I wrote here, since, when, as, they indicate time. For example, since he came back, I did not meet him. In the clear sentence, since he came back. So in the beginning only, I am underlining that subordinate clause of time, adverb clause of time. Because this since word here given as I already gave in the beginning, that since denotes the time, it came in the beginning. So this clause is called subordinate clause, and I did not meet him is the principal clause. Right? Means main clause. I am circling it from there. And this one is since he came back, subordinate clause, adverb clause of time. Because since denotes time. So that way. Another example I am going to give you of this kind. The meeting was held when the school got over. See here now, the meeting was held when the school got over. So obviously, when the sentence begins with when, means when denotes time here. So that is a subordinate clause with adverb clause of time, because when denotes time. And this one, the first one, which I am going to circle it, that's main clause. The meeting was held. Correct? So that way. So you can write in the answer like that. The meeting. In every clause, you will have to write this way. Was held. So, main clause. And second one, when the school got over. SC, adverb clause of time. Clause of modifying the verb held, was held. So that way you will have to clarify it. You will have to give explanation in the answer. Such a way you have to divide that sentence into two parts and give them the name as the main clause and the subordinate clause or adverb clause of time this way. Okay. Another kind we are going to deal with, and that is reason, adverb clause of reason. Third one. Clause of adverb clause of reason. So listen now, adverb clause of reason. Here we can see that the idea we get from this clause, that what is this clause about? Reason. It indicates the reason. Now look here, and it is introduced, this type of clause. Introduced by because, since, as, or etc. These are the words which tells us the reason. These words indicate the reason, so they are taken in the sentences. As per the situation, they work as a reason. Okay. For example, I am going to give you that. You can just identify this type of clause, that adverb clause of reason, by these words, as I wrote here, because, since, as, for. Correct? If they are in the sentence, so it is a case of an adverb clause of reason. Ramesh could not attend the class because he was sick. Here you can see that Ramesh could not attend the class because he was sick. So from here you can see that because he was sick, it's a SC, subordinate clause, means adverb clause of reason. You can give the name that way. You have to classify this sentence into two parts and give them the name as per the information. Okay, main clause and subordinate clause. So Ramesh could not attend the class. From here to there, which is circle. The sentence which is in the circle, it is main clause, and the sentence which is underlined, that is subordinate clause. One more sentence I am going to give you. I was not allowed. The sentence I give you, I was not allowed since I was late. Here you can see I was not allowed up to here. I am going to put this sentence into circle, so it is the main clause. And this one I am going to underline it. This is the subordinate clause of since, because this since denotes the reason why I was late, why I was not allowed, since I was late. Correct? So that way, so two examples are enough. Number 4, adverb clause of condition. Clause of condition. Adverb clause of condition. And this clause is introduced by if, unless, whether, etc. These are the adverbs I wrote here: if, unless, or whether. These words in fact indicate the condition, correct? So if these words are found in the sentence, so it is a case of adverb clause of condition. Now, for example, I am giving you: if you do not pay, you will not be allowed. Here you can see that now if you do not pay. So this one is a subordinate clause, this underlined part, because it starts with if. And here I gave you how the adverb clause of condition is introduced. So by these words, if, unless, and whether. So this sentence begins with if. So if actually denotes the condition. So what is the condition? If you do not pay, you will not be allowed. Correct? So you will not be allowed. This one is in the circle, you can see it is the part of main clause. Correct? So that way. So you got an idea about this? Another sentence I am going to give you. One more sentence of this kind. Unless you attend the meeting, your name will not be considered. See here, unless you attend the meeting, your name will not be considered. So from here, unless to meeting, it's a subordinate clause. Means it's an adverb clause of condition. Unless shows the condition, okay, in this sentence, and your name will not be considered. From this to this, it is main clause. So that way you have to divide them and give them name. Okay. In separately you have to write them in answer. Now purpose. Adverb clause of purpose. Number 5. This clause is introduced by so that. As. Okay, that, etc. These three words I give you: so that, as, that. Correct? They indicate the purpose of the clause. So it is called the adverb clause of purpose. I am giving you an example. He worked hard so that he could succeed. See here now he work hard so that he could succeed. From so that to succeed. It's a subordinate clause. Yes, here adverb clause of purpose, because this one that so that shows the purpose of the action. Correct? And he work hard. It's a main clause. Right? You can write down here. So that way you can divide them. Right? So this is adverb clause of purpose. Another sentence I am going to give you. One more sentence. We eat that we may live. Look here now, that indicates the purpose of the action. Why we eat? So that we may live. So that one, from that to live is the SC. It shows the purpose of the action. So it is called adverb clause of purpose. And we eat, this is the main clause. So it's okay, student. Right now, these are the clauses we have finished here. And your homework is to deal with those sentences in your textbook and solve them. Divide them into main clause and subordinate clause and send it on my number.